Hi, my name is Holly Mines, and today I'm going to show you how to work through section 4.2a, number 17. First, I'm going to start off by reading the problem just so we know what we're working with. So, a woman with a basket of eggs finds that if she removes the eggs from the baskets 3 or 5 at a time, there was always one egg left. However, if she removes the eggs 7 at a time, there's no eggs left. If the basket holds up to 100 eggs, how many eggs does she have? So to solve this problem, we're just going to plug in the information that we know. So in the reading, it says that the basket will only hold up to 100 eggs. So we know that X is either less than or equal to 100. Just because the basket's never going to hold more than 100 eggs. Next, we're going to look at the numbers that they give us. So if she removes 7 eggs at a time, she's never going to have any eggs left over. So that means that our value is going to be divisible by 7 perfectly. So we are going to write our X divided by 7 is going to be a whole number. Okay? Next, we also know that when the woman takes out 3 or 5 eggs at a time, there is always going to be 1 egg left over. So to figure this out, I'm just going to take 3 times 5 because she can either take however many eggs, 5 at a time, however many eggs, 3 at a time. So it's just easiest to do 15 for this one. So for this problem, I'm going to use Y for this value because it's going to be a little bit different than this X value. So I'm going to put this in parentheses. So Y divided by 15. Again, our 3 times our 5 is going to give us this 15. And then there's always 1 left over, so we're going to add 1 to this equation. And then that, again, will give us another value. So the way that I solve this problem is I use least common multiple. And least common multiple is when you're finding multiples of the numbers that you're working with. So the numbers we're working with today are 7 and 15. So how we're going to figure this out is we're going to multiply 7 by 1, 7 by 2, 7 by 3, all the way until we can find a least common multiple that will equal the same as 15. So we'll start out by writing the values of the multiples of 7. So 7 times 1 is going to give us 7. 7 times 2 is going to give us 14. 7 times 3 will give us 21. 7 times 4 will give us 28. 7 times 5 is going to give us 35. 7 times 6 is going to give us 42. 7 times 7 will give us 49. 7 times 8 will give us 56. 7 times 9 is going to give us 63. 7 times 10 will give us 70. 7 times 11 will give us 77. 7 times 12 will give us 84. And 7 times 13 will give us 91. We're going to stop there, and if we need to add more values to our number, we sure can. So now I'm going to do the multiples of 15. So we'll do 15 times 1, and that's going to give you 15 again. 15 times 2 is going to give you 30. 15 times 3 is going to give us 45. 15 times 4 is going to give us 60. 15 times 5 is going to give us 75. 15 times 6 is going to give us 90. 15 times 7 is going to be 105. And I'm actually going to stop right there just because when this one stops at 91, there's no need to keep going further because it's not going to be a multiple of that unless we need it to be. So we're going to look at these values, and you can see that none of these multiples equal each other. And that is because of this plus 1. So in our heads, or we can write it down too, these are actually going to be 1 more than what they actually are. So 15 will be 16, 30 will be 31. So we're going to do that with all of our numbers. And the only 2 that will be together are going to be this 91 and this 90, which is technically a 91, depending on how you want to look at it. So
Those are our least common multiples, but we can plug it into the equation to check to see if 91 is actually our correct answer. So we will do 91 divided by 7, and that will give us a whole number of 13. So that's a good sign that that is our correct answer. And then next, so we're going to plug in this 90, that was our multiple of 15, and that will be our y. So we will do 90 divided by 15, and that will give us a total of 6. And then we also have this plus 1 out here, and that will give us 7. So that is also another good sign that this is going to be our correct answer today. So lastly, one last thing that we can check to see is 91 less than or equal to 100, and it is less than 100, so we are good to go. So our correct answer today is 91 eggs in the basket. All right. Thank you for watching.